The Amazon strategy nobody talks about. What if the biggest threat to small businesses isn't a recession, inflation, or even bad management? What if it's a company that millions of people use every single day? A company that delivers convenience, low prices, and near instant gratification. Because behind the smiling, boxes and lightning-fast shipping lies a business machine so efficient that many entrepreneurs believe competing against it is nearly impossible. And the most surprising part? Amazon rarely needs to attack its competitors directly. The system often does the work for them. For decades, building a retail business followed a familiar formula. Find a product, build a customer base, improve your reputation, grow slowly over time. Then Amazon changed the rules. Instead of simply becoming another retailer, the company built something far more powerful, an ecosystem. Today, millions of businesses depend on Amazon's marketplace to reach customers. To consumers, it feels like a giant online store. But behind the scenes, it's something closer to a digital economy, a place where Amazon controls the roads, the traffic, the warehouses, and increasingly, the visibility of every seller inside the platform. And whenever a company controls the infrastructure, it gains a level of influence that competitors struggle to match. One of Amazon's greatest advantages isn't technology, it's pricing. Most traditional businesses need healthy profit margins to survive. Amazon has historically been willing to operate with extremely thin margins or even losses in certain areas to capture market share. Imagine you're a small business selling a product online. You spend years building relationships with suppliers. You carefully calculate your prices. Then suddenly a giant enters the same. Market prices drop, customers disappear, your profits shrink, and because consumers are naturally attracted to lower prices, many businesses are forced into a race they simply can't win. This strategy doesn't require aggressive advertising, doesn't require public attacks. It relies on something far more effective: patience. Large corporations can often survive pricing pressure much longer than smaller competitors, and eventually, many smaller players run out of time. But low prices are only part of the story. The real weapon may be logistics. Modern consumers expect speed, not days, not weeks, hours. Amazon invested billions of dollars creating one of the most sophisticated logistics networks ever, built warehouses, sorting centers, cargo, aircraft delivery vans, advanced software, predictive inventory systems. The result is a machine capable of moving products at a scale that few organizations on Earth can replicate. For a small business, matching that level of convenience is almost impossible. Even if their product is better, even if their service is better. Consumers often choose whichever option arrives first. And in many cases, Amazon has already won before the buying decision even happens. Here's where the story becomes more complicated. Many small businesses don't compete against Amazon. They sell through Amazon. At first, this seems like an incredible opportunity. Instant access to millions of customers, massive visibility, built-in trust, easy payments. But over time, some sellers discover a hidden risk: dependence. If most of your sales come from one platform, your business becomes tied to that platform's rules. Changes in search, rankings, advertising costs, marketplace, fees, algorithm updates. Any of these factors can dramatically affect revenue. And because sellers rely on Amazon's customer traffic, Leaving the platform is often easier said than done. Choti, marketplace becomes both a growth engine and a source of vulnerability. A relationship where success and dependence grow together. Some entrepreneurs dream of creating the next best-selling product, but success inside a massive marketplace can create unexpected challenges. When a product category becomes profitable, attention follows, competitors appear, alternatives emerge, prices become more aggressive, the marketplace grows increasingly crowded. In highly competitive environments, maintaining visibility requires constant effort and often increasing advertising expenses. What started as a simple business can become an endless battle for attention, and because thousands of sellers may be fighting for the same customers, the advantage often shifts toward whoever can scale the fastest and absorb the most pressure. Once again, size becomes a powerful weapon. To be fair, Amazon didn't become a giant by accident. Millions of customers use it because it solves real problems. Convenience, speed, selection, competitive, prices. But every system creates winners and losers. And the rise of platform-based commerce raises an important question. What happens when a growing percentage of businesses depend on a handful of digital gatekeepers? When access to customers becomes concentrated? When logistics become centralized? When visibility itself is controlled by algorithms? The future of commerce may not be decided by who creates the best product. It may be decided by who controls the platforms connecting products to people. And in that world, the most valuable asset isn't inventory, it isn't advertising, it isn't even money, it's access. Amazon didn't invent competition. It simply mastered scale. And scale changes everything, because in modern business, the company that controls the marketplace doesn't just participate in the game, it quietly shapes the rules. If this investigation opened your eyes to how digital monopolies operate, make sure to leave a like on this video. It helps our content bypass the algorithms. Subscribe to join our network, and leave a comment below with your thoughts on the future of small businesses. The deeper archives are just beginning to open. But remember, in the modern digital economy, you don't have to just be a passive spectator in someone else's monopoly. You can change your position in the game and build your own system. This video you are watching right now was built entirely using the hidden mechanics of faceless YouTube, automation, a multi-billion-dollar industry where individuals build digital assets and generate revenue in dollars without ever showing their face or risking their capital. If you want to stop being just a consumer and learn the exact step-by-step blueprint to build your own digital empire from scratch, I left the ultimate guide in the first comment below. The road to infrastructure control starts there. See you in the next investigation.